Hello viewers, this is Mahamaya presenting the shortest method to write English easily and correctly. Before starting, I would like to tell you that this tutorial aims at writing a simple sentence correctly and highlights more about noun, noun phrase, adjective, pronoun, adverbs and verbs. So keep watching till the end to know more about 20 structures of simple sentence and parsing. Let's discuss a new method of making a simple sentence. Follow only two steps to write English correctly. Firstly, identify the words by their grammatical names. Secondly, put the words in the right order. Look at the sentence. You are a good student. Now divide the sentence into three parts. You are a good student. Here you is the subject, are is the verb, a good student is the noun phrase. We know the first place of a sentence is normally a subject. A subject is the doer of action in a sentence. The second place is a verb. And the third place is a noun or noun phrase or adjectives or adverbial expressions. Let's analyze the subject place. A subject can be a noun or noun phrase, pronoun, adverbs, and an adjective putting the before it. Look at the sentences. Notice the colors of the words to identify their grammatical names. You are a good student. Here you is a pronoun which is used as a subject. A good teacher teaches well. A good teacher is a noun phrase which is placed as the subject. The rich help the poor. Rich is an adjective putting the before it is placed as the subject. Next, tomorrow is Sunday. Here tomorrow is an adverb which is placed as a subject. Thus the subject can be a pronoun, noun, noun phrase, adverbs and an adjective putting the before it. In order to fill up the first part of a sentence, one has to know nouns, noun phrase, pronouns, adjectives and adverbs. Let's identify all the 7 pronouns in English. They are I, we, you, he, she, it and they. Any pronoun can be the subject of a sentence. The adjectives like rich, poor, dead, strong, weak, brave, known, unknown, living, etc. can be the subject of a sentence putting the before them. For example, the rich, the poor, the weak, the known, etc. All the words used in a noun phrase can be in the following order. First, predeterminer, then determiner, then ordinals, then cardinals, then intensifier, then adjective, then classifier, then noun. So before noun, you have to put all these as per the given order. So all the first 4 very good Usha fans. It's a noun phrase. A noun phrase consists of the above words in their right order. All the first 4 very good Usha fans are working in the hall. Here all the first 4 very good Usha fans is a noun phrase which is placed as the subject. Are working is the verb. In the hall is the adverb place. Thus the first part of a sentence can be a noun or noun phrase. Let's discuss nouns. Nouns are naming words of persons, places, things and ideas. The classification of nouns is as follows. Nouns are of 2 types. One is proper. It refers to names of persons, places and organizations like Ram, Hari, Odisha, India, etc. Another is common. It refers to names of different things. Common nouns are of 2 types, countable and uncountable. Countable nouns which can be counted and it has a plural form like book, pen, school, bag and their plural forms are books, pens, schools, bags, etc. Then uncountable noun. Uncountable which cannot be counted or always singular or no plural form like gold, water, rice, news, etc. Here we learn how a noun phrase works as a subject. Let's move to the second part of a sentence, that is verb. Verbs refer to activities. In English, verbs have three inflected forms, such as present form, past form, and past participle form. Look at the example. Go is a verb which refers to the present form, which past form is went, and past participle is gone. Next, see. It's a verb which refers to the present form, which past form is saw and past participle is seen. But in the second part, verb changes in relation to time and agrees to its subject in number and person. A verb can take the present tense when the time is present. A verb also takes past tense when the time is past. For example, Ram teaches me every day. Here teaches is the verb which is in present tense and every day refers to present time. Next, Ram is teaching you now. Here is teaching is the verb which is in present tense and now refers to the present time. Ram taught you yesterday. Here taught is the verb which is in past tense and yesterday refers to past time. The verb is put in present tense when the future time is referred to. Look at the sentence. I am going to Puri tomorrow. Here tomorrow refers to future time, but I am going the verb which is in present tense. Next, the minister inaugurates the meeting at 10 am on 8th August this year. Here inaugurates is the verb which is in present tense, whereas time refers to the future. Then move to the third part of a sentence. The third part of a sentence can be a noun phrase, pronoun, adjective, or adverbial expressions. Noun phrase and pronouns are already discussed. Now let's find out the adjectives and adverbial expressions which are put in the third place of a sentence. Adjectives are meaning to the nouns. Adjectives can also be identified by their spellings. Words end with IC, TIC, IV, OUS, ARY, ENT, AL, ABLE, FUL, ISH, LESS, etc. They are comic, systematic, active, industrious, necessary, beautiful, foolish, countless, efficient, capable, formal, etc. Let's know the position of adjectives. Adjectives are put before nouns or after be verb or link verbs. Adjectives refer to quality, temperature, size, shape, weight, age, color, and classifying adjectives. Note down all the adjectives given on the screen. Let's move to the adverbial expressions. The adverbial expressions which can be put in the third place of a sentence refer to adverb of manner like easily, quickly, correctly, etc. Adverb of place like on the premises, in the field, etc. Adverb of time like in the afternoon, at night, etc. Adverbs can be identified by their spellings. Look at the word. Slow is an adjective plus ly, slowly. Slowly is an adverb. Quick plus ly, quickly. Careful plus ly, carefully. Adverbs have the following positions in a sentence. Look at the example. Manner plus place plus time and place plus manner plus time. Look at the sentence. He is sitting silently in the library now. Here silently is the adverb of manner, in the library is the adverb of place, and now is the adverb of time. Here manner plus place plus time structure is followed. Next, he ran to the library speedily yesterday. Here library is the adverb of place, speedily is the adverb of manner, and yesterday is the adverb of time. Here place plus manner plus time structure is followed. Look at the two sentences. Generally, adverb of manner is placed after the verb, but adverb of place is placed after the verb of moment. Some simple adverbs are put before the verbs or after the first auxiliary. Look at the two sentences. He never drinks wine and he has already been late. In the first sentence, never is a simple adverb which is placed before the verb. In the second sentence, already is a simple adverb which is placed after the first auxiliary. After identifying the words by their grammatical names and their positions in a sentence, let's analyze the structures of different kinds of simple sentences. Let's learn some structures to write simple sentences correctly. Notice the colors which help to identify the grammatical names of the words. Look at the first structure. Subject plus verb plus object. Here Ram is the subject, teaches is the verb and English is the object. Next, subject plus be verb plus adjective as complement. He is honest. Here he is the subject, is the be verb, honest is an adjective. Next, subject plus link verb plus adjective as complement. Honey tastes sweet. Next, he is a nice man. Here subject plus be verb plus subject complement structure is followed. Next, he became a good teacher. Here subject plus link verb plus noun phrase structure is followed. Next, subject plus link verb plus adjective as complement. He looked smart. Look at the next structure. Subject plus be verb plus adverb as complement. So the sentence is he was there. Look at the next sentence. There is a white cow in the field. Here, there plus be verb plus noun phrase plus adverb place structure is followed. Next, it plus be verb plus noun or noun phrase plus to infinitive plus qualifying phrase. So the sentence is, it is the right time to quit the place. Next, WH word plus noun phrase. So the sentence is, what a beautiful picture. Next, look at the sentence, how beautifully she behaves. Here, WH word plus adverb plus pronoun plus verb structure is followed. Next, how nice the picture is. Here, WH word plus adjective plus noun phrase plus be verb structure is followed. Let's discuss the remaining structures. WH word plus noun phrase. So the sentence is, what a beauty. Look at the next sentence, open the door. Here, verb plus noun phrase structure is followed. Next, pronoun plus be verb plus time. So the sentence is, it is 5 o'clock. Next, what are you reading? Here, WH word plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb structure is followed. Next, auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus qualifying phrase. So the sentence is, are you reading silently in the library? Next, adverb as subject plus be verb plus adverb time structure is followed. Tomorrow is Sunday. Next, WH word plus verb plus noun phrase. So the sentence is, who painted the picture? Next, modal plus subject plus verb plus object. May God bless you. Here, may is the modal, God is the subject, bless is the verb, and you is the object. Keep watching next tutorials. To like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel.